Hello, everyone. Hello, hi. It's me again. So let's talk. I have a question that I need to answer. So I hope that this doesn't take a lot longer or something like that. So let's see who is going to be here. Before I continue, as you know, as you see, I'm in the car. So that means that I'm in my friend's work. Let's see who is going to be here. If not, I'm gonna start conversation. Let's see. Let's see. Ow. My neck just make a sound. Ow. So, okay. I'm just gonna start and I hope that this message get to those that need to get it. Yesterday, while I was explaining, yesterday or 2 days ago, while I was explaining about not using low frequency or low vibrational energy that we can get from some emotions, because it's not dark and light, good and bad, right or wrong. Is not a topic truly in the universe. It's more like low frequency, high frequency energy. We were talking about all of those things, and in one point I was mentioning that you don't need to do the work for manifestation, but you need to do the work for manifestation. And this person can also or find that a little bit contradictory. So I'm here to explain myself of why you require to do some work, but you don't work towards whatever it is that you want to manifest. Because manifestation is more about attracting or manifesting what you require for the things that you are aiming towards. The things to manifest is one of the things that you will require, or something that we need to understand about manifestation, is that manifestation is never about completely getting what you want. You will manifest the means, the ways, maybe the life, etc. Manifestation is more about putting something out in the universe and just wait for it to come back to you. Sometimes it's not even what we want, it's more like a desire, like a true desire from the soul. So when we have this, when we are looking for manifesting, it's more about attracting, it's more about bringing into your life all of the means, all of the things that you will require to make that to come alive, right? Because, by example, the universe cannot make you fly. I would say this. I always been always saying that since I was a little, that I wanted to go to the Golden Gate, to travel. I always say it. This is something that I love to do, to travel. But even that I manifest traveling, the universe didn't bring me flying or traveling, right? What I manifest was the life that allowed me to travel. See, I want that job. I manifest the people that will bring that job. I manifest, I don't know, health. I manifest the people that in some way manifest that. Manifestation is not something that I don't know where out of the blue. I have a ticket in my hand and I'm going to be traveling. That's not what it is. Okay. But I manifest the people around me that maybe that happen. Even that I just see the end goal or the end of it, I just manifest the meanings or the means, the path to it. I bring. So manifestation is desiring something, wanting something that I know that in my heart, in my soul, in my energy, that will make me feel in certain kind of way. That is something that I feel that is something that my soul will benefit for it, right? Not my life, not my soul, and a lot of my people, my tribe, right? So when you manifest, it's something that just happened. It's something that allow things to flow in a certain kind of way, because maybe I didn't work all of the time. I didn't went to a lot of people, and I just start traveling, right? So having that in mind, when I say work, when you need to work, I mean about doing the work within yourself. Manifestation goes hand in hand when you are aligned with your soul, with who you are, with living in harmony with the universal law, making sure that you are fulfilling whatever mission you have in here, to make sure that you are doing the work of working and growing and knowing yourself, your energy, you, not everybody else, not for other people, for you. To know that I'm doing my exercises, I'm grounding, I'm meditating, I'm working with myself, I'm by even professionally for those, right? I'm studying, I'm allowing myself to be known, whatever it is, that maybe is kind of like something that you should do, no matter what. No matter that maybe you don't have something specifically, but you will do because it's by the universal law, is what you are meant to do, is what you're supposed to be doing. That is part of your path, but especially about you. So the work that you need to do, or the work that I was talking, that the manifestation requires from you, is your dedication, your to compromise, to do to walk the walk. What? To walk the walk, something like that is how we said. That's the work that the manifestation needs or require from you. That for you to put your spirituality, to put your soul first, in the same alignment that your mission, whatever it is. And I'm not talking about working within the spiritual community. I'm talking about whatever it is. Maybe your mission is to be here as a nurse, as a person as a cashier. I don't know. Whatever it is that you are here to do, that you are doing the work to make sure that your light, your energy is growing, that you are putting who you really are first, and not the noise, not the things that we've been learning that disconnect us from the true source, from the truth center that it is, our soul, our light. What I meant about not working, you need to, if you are working that hard, it's like that is not manifestation, is a goal, right? Goal is something that you are aiming, you are going through. This is my end goal. This is what I is not the same as manifestation, right? So if I want that job, but then I start working pretty hard to people get noticing me. I start doing all of these connections all of the time. Like I'm purposely, and that's okay. That's good. But it's not manifestation. You are working hard. Like I need to do this. I need to be in this 9 to 5. I need to do this pretty good. I need to be the best. I'm going to do this overtime. No, because I cannot go because I have to go to my job because my job this. No, because I have this family. If you are always working that hard, making sure this is working, um, making sure that I have everything surrounding me, making sure that I'm that out there to buy this house or to buy this car. If I have to do it that way, that is painful, that is making me suffer, that is making me tired all the time, that is not manifestation. That is you really making it happen. That is you, and that's okay. But it's not manifestation. Manifestation is like, oh my God, I want to travel. I leave it there. And then I start working with myself. I start working in everything. I start knowing people. And out of nowhere, these other tools arrive to my life. People that know how to travel in a more accessible way. People that I start meeting out of nowhere. Because I start living my life in alignment to who I was or who I am. Right? I start living in that moment that I feel true to myself and I was really aligned with the kind of work that I needed to do for the collective. And all of these things start happening and boom, out of nowhere, without me working so hard, I was manifesting the ways, the meanings to do what I always wanted. So yes, I manifest traveling. I speak, and I don't know where these things start coming to me that are going to give me what I looking for, right? That I'm speaking into, because we have manifestation, but we have speaking to existence. That's another thing. Imagine we have that speaking to existence. Now, manifestation just become so natural for me that I just speak, and exactly what I speak is created. That's speaking into existence. So that's how you need to see it. That's how you need to start putting out loud. So manifestation don't require you to work. No, because I need to put myself out there. Manifestation requires from you to work, but in another kind of way. To enjoy your life, to enjoy who you are, to know yourself, to know your energy. That's how you start manifesting things. And that's why I was talking 2 days ago about manifestation don't require the work, but you need to work, right? So you can bring those things eventually into existence, into life, right? And as you grow and as you allow yourself to keep believing, to keep working in yourself, to live by the universal law, that's one of the most important things in all of this. Things will become into existence. And when you are in that point, I would say the sky is the limit. And those things are going to happen. And you learn how to be a little bit more aware of what you're talking or what you're saying, because you know that everything can come into existence. But yeah, so that's what I was meaning about working but not working to manifest. If you see yourself going into that saying that said no pain, no gain, and if you want something really, if you really want something, you need to work it out. You need to work until you accomplish that. That is just the mind. That is just how this planet, this society, this collective is making us disconnect from ourselves. Because the soul knows that you don't have to go through pain. We need to go through some challenges, yes. We need to go through some growth, yes, in this planet. But you don't have to go through all of that work, through all of that. Because if you know yourself, if you know how to handle yourself, your spirit, your soul, you work with the energy that is around you, you work with your energy, you're going to make it happen. That's why we always say that we are prosper, that we have abundance, because the universe, but the abundance that we have up there, the prosperity that we have up there is pure energy. If we want to manifest that energy into money, houses, right? Because that's how we want to manifest those things. We put a name on it instead of just allowing the energy of prosperity, whatever is prosperity, right? To come in. If we allow them, those energies to be and manifest in the way that they need to, we are going to make it happen. That's when we manifest in a more physical form. When we recognize what we are manifesting, the means, the path to bring. So I manifest the path and I attract what I desire, I want. They work hand to hand. I hope that that makes sense. Besides that, another thing that I wanted to talk, that I have a question, is about the topic of sacrifice. I have one of my another person, another one of you guys sent me a reel that had to be with sacrifices. This person was saying you need to sacrifice your family or time, money. If you have a dream, you need to sacrifice certain things, and it's going to that kind of mentality. You need to sacrifice certain things, and you need to make the choice, because if not, your dreams are going to become the sacrifice, something like that. And when I saw it, I know why this person was saying that, but it's, for me, it's something that is even in the universal law. And I'm gonna keep bringing those things. Universal law, as when you know how to, and you do your work, and you know how to really follow them, everything else become a little bit easier. But I don't believe in sacrifices. I don't. First, because I know that Jesus Christ didn't sacrifice himself for us. He didn't. Sacrifice is a concept like any other, like many other, to separate. This one, especially to make us go into that mentality of certain morals, right? To make us believe that is the right thing. Sacrifice is another concept that creates victimization. I never, so far, I never heard someone saying that they needed to sacrifice with a smile in their face. I never heard someone talking about their sacrifices with they can say it like a proud, in the meaning like I want to feel good about myself because I want to do it. It's a false sense of doing something good. But I never really have someone sacrificing, saying it with that kind of humility, that kind of knowing that I'm doing something right. Because sacrifice is just a concept, it's a term that allow people to feel sorry about themselves, to get into those cycles. Oh, I love this. To make us believe that it's coming from love. Love to who? See, love don't ask for sacrifices. Love asks us to show up, to do the correct thing even if it's hurtful for the person or ourselves. Love requires us or asks us to be authentic and real, raw, honest, transparent. So I don't get hurt and you don't get hurt. But with all of these things, we learn how to navigate life thinking that certain things are good and they're just damaging us and damaging others. Because then sacrifices allow people to feel that they own things. It's like helping people. I don't believe in that world. I believe in doing things, yes, for others. But I don't believe in the word help, or the concept itself of help. So that's another topic. Sacrifices. If you see it, people will be, oh my God, I sacrificed myself because my mom, my daughter, my sisters, whoever, didn't have a choice. I sacrificed my dream because I wanted to give my family the opportunity. I sacrificed myself because they don't. We have responsibility. Even as a mother, even as a dad, even as a sibling, we have responsibilities, yes. But that doesn't require us to sacrifice things. The things that we do, the decisions that we make, we are making them because that's who we are. Because we are that kind of love. We vibrate in that kind of love. But even that you don't see the choices in that moment, they are always there. But we're always going to go to that mentality of sacrificing because that's what we've been taught. But the truth is, to gain, to manifest, to accomplish things in life, you don't have to sacrifice, but you need to make choices. You need to make decisions. And when you do them in awareness, in a conscious mind, then you see the power that becomes. Most of the time, having to make those decisions require you to be honest with yourself, knowing consciously what you are letting go or what you are releasing, even that mean that is going to be painful, hurtful for you. But the difference is, like, if we do it consciously, because we have said that that's the compromise or the commitment. I would say the commitment, the decision, the work, the consistent work that we need to do, the persistence, whatever you want to put it. When we have to see it that way, when we understand consciously, I'm consciously deciding not to do this, to go to study, because I have a responsibility, because right now I don't see any other choice. It's painful, but I want to do it because if I don't do it, I'm going to regret it later, whatever reasons you may have, right? But when we see it that way, and when we allow ourselves to be able to digest the reasons of why we are letting go, releasing, not doing, postponing, when we allow ourselves to see it, then we don't have excuses to not show up. We don't have excuses to regret things. We don't have excuses to not feel bad. Because if I go and give myself that story of sacrifices, of everything that I did for every person or whatever, I allow myself, when things go wrong, to just like, oh my God, I give everything. I sacrifice so much for myself, or my life. I didn't went to study. I killed myself working. I am so a good person. See, sacrifices give you a lot of things to get into, in some kind of mentality, whatever it is, the mentality. It can give you doors for it. So, making sure that you are doing not the right decisions, the correct decisions, and the right decision even for you, by you, whatever you believe, whatever it is your values, whatever it is the reasons of why. If you are doing the correct thing, I can guarantee you that you will not need to do a lot of things, and maybe you will not do it at the end in the way that you thought, or completely, because the universe will gratify, the universe will reward that. It's like, okay, because you're doing the correct thing, you are working with the universal law, you are understanding, you are not allowing low vibrational emotions, you are doing your work. Let me manifest to you everything that you require, or some of the most important things that you require, without knowing how it happened, so you can get to what you really want, or whatever it is your real desire, whatever it is that your soul. And so many times, or I would say, like, how many times we go and we decide to not go to study, or we need to work in this and that, and other beautiful things start happening, and we grow from that work. We learn it. We meet people that we never will have the opportunity to meet. See? So sacrifices are not really. And I'm going to talk about this openly. Jesus Christ, people say that he sacrificed. He made the decision, even knowing that he's going to be killed, to allow himself to be killed, or to be right in the whatever it is, in the cross, whatever, because his love was so pure, so strong, that he didn't mind making the decision of staying. And I can give you the full story. But so sacrifices is just a concept to keep us in the loop, in the noises, to make us believe things that are not good for us, to make us believe things that, in that sense of good or bad, right or wrong thing. instead of allowing us to see who we really are, the real reasons of why we are doing this, that will help us to spot false belief, things that are not working. Maybe you will see that I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do this consciously, because at the end I really didn't want to go. Maybe at the end it was something that I wasn't meant to do. I don't know. It's so many things. So you don't have to make decisions that will create pain or sacrifice. That yes, that if you have a dream or you want to accomplish things in life in this material, in this body, we need to make decisions that can be hurtful. We need to make decisions that can be painful. We need to make decisions of working hard, maybe, and not working hard in the meaning that we need to commit. We need to constantly show up. That it will require certain things from us, right? That's what I mean with working hard. It will give you, you will need to make decisions wisely, not from the heart, not from the mind, from the soul. And that's a game changer. When you learn or you relearn how to listen yourself, to make those decisions from the soul, because the soul always knows what is needed to be done, what is needed to be done. So yes, if I have a dream that I need to kind of make motions and or movements or work, whatever you want to put it, I will need to make certain decisions that are going to sustain, are going to push, are going to support whatever it is that I'm trying to achieve. Yes, to make it happen. But those decisions are when we do it, not because we are sacrificing or we need to work hard, and because we understand the ups and downs, let it put it that way, because maybe something that we needed to leave behind, to let go. When we know that is when we really open the door to attract things, when we really open the door to manifest things, when we really open the door to always have peace, always have happiness, even that sometimes life shake us, because we need to keep growing, we need to keep learning, we need to keep expanding our energies. Okay, sweeties. So I wanted to come here to talk about that, because again, I have a lot of people asking me, well, I have some people asking me about work, no work, and I have this other thing that it was sent to me, and I needed to say something, because I think that those are there are so many things, and they really are the key to be the alchemical, to be the person that really, really stand in a higher frequency all of the time. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes it's easier for me to explain in Spanish, but I think that coming here in English and then doing it in Spanish is easier for me anyway. But I recognize that talking in Spanish would be easier. Anyway, thank you for those that came here and watched. Thank you. I will see you later. Bye bye.